In the past, you talked about Tomas and his ability, didn't happen that often, but being able to move from center to wing, his versatility. But what about his adaptability and being able to play with anybody and counting on him up and down your forward depth?
I mean, Hurdle, right? Yeah. Forgot his first name there for a minute. We never call him that. Well, listen, he's a guy we rely on, play a 200-foot game. Our centers are asked, to do a little more probably than in some D-zone coverages in other places. So that's first things first. He's a huge face-off guy for us, and especially on the power play. Probably don't use him enough in D-zone, but you got to watch his minutes. He played wing last year. I thought at the time a big line for him would have been beneficial, keep his game a little simpler, right? Don't worry so much about the rush game, about puck protection. When you're playing with heavier guys and straightforward guys, it's about puck protection, it's down low stuff, and I think that activates his game because that's his strength. He's 220 some pounds, might be more, and he's fit, and so when he has possession of the puck, he's going to be tough to take it from him. I think that's when he gets at his best. Now he gets his feet moving through the neutral zone. He's dangerous, obviously, but I think the biggest part of his game is more the half-court game, or whatever you want to call it, below the tops of the circles. So on the wing, he can still do that. He doesn't have to have the puck through the neutral zone to do that. That's why I think he's worked out well there. I prefer to keep him in the middle, face-offs, and just because he's learned our D-zone now, and I think he's become very good at it and closing when necessary. So, and I just like strength down the middle. So unless there's someone out playing him every night, that's where he'll stay. Moving him to the wing, we'll do it if necessary, but right now I like where his game's at. I thought scoring some goals lately is important for him. I think he had missed a few early on. He's one of those guys that takes it personally sometimes, so get that off your chest, out of the way, and he's going to be a good player for us no matter who he plays. Right now, Marner and Dorofeev, it's a nice line for us. If they can keep building chemistry, they're going to be real dangerous, with a Jack as a 1-2 punch.
Talk about off the ice locker room guys. It's sort of been obviously a topic for 9 years now with this team, but how have you come to appreciate, if you got to bring him in the office, talk to him, or how you see his personality and non-hockey player, if you will?
Well, a real gregarious guy, right? He comes in, smile on his face every day, I think. So that part of it's awesome. He brings that into the room with the guys. For me, when I talk to him, he gets down on himself a little at times, so you got to make sure you're aware of that he understands a long year if he's having a bad stretch. But other than that, he understands the game. He's a good guy to talk to in terms of feedback, back and forth. He's got opinions. It's not just shake your head, yeah. I enjoy my time with him. I don't need to see him that often. I think he has a good understanding of the game, but I more the interaction. Because like I said, he's always smiling and laughing about something, so find out what it is. So maybe it'll rub off on me one day.
Any update on Stone?
He'll be week to week, so he won't travel this week. So we'll see where he's at after that. But unfortunate loss, but someone else will get an opportunity now for at least the short term here.
I was going to say, do you see that spot up top on his line a little fluid right now? You have Saad right there.
Absolutely. Saad's going there today. Puts Barbie on the right. Barbie's played right before. I don't think he's played much with Jack on the right. Maybe a little bit here or there. So it'll be a loss in every area. I mean, he touches the penalty kill and obviously down low in the power play. We're going to try Marner in that spot, go back to a little more conventional look with Theo up top. And then we'll see. We'll see what the best fit is. Howie's played up there, but Howie's skating with us, not available tonight, but it's getting closer, so he may get a run up there when he's ready. We're just going to have to figure that out a little bit as we go. We could go back to Mitch. But as I said to Willie earlier, I kind of like where that line is right now. I'd like to let it be and see if someone else can fill the void up top. Satter's had some good games. He has no production to show for it, but he's played with good players before. I don't think the moment will intimidate him at all. We'll see whether it's a good fit or not, but I think he'll do well up there. But we'll see.
What do you like out of Mitch Marner in Mark Stone's spot on the power play?
Well, he can make plays all over the ice, and we actually saw it this morning, right? I think Pav scored about 3 times in practice on that play. So I think he's been on the power play. It's all in front of him. What he sees, which players are available to mark, so he knows what we're trying to do, what the other team's trying to do. He's just a smart guy. I think Mitch, hasn't been here that long. He's a hockey player to me. You could probably play him on left D and he'd figure it out. Like, you know what I mean? He's just one of those guys that understands the game, what everyone's responsibility is on the ice. Does he have Stoney's length there? No, he might get pushed a little farther away on those drop-off plays, but he's going to make the plays that are there, and he's going to add different elements. So that's what we're going to try, and we'll see where it goes. It makes it easier for Jack too, passing to a right stick to a right stick. It's not a big change. He's had Theo up top, so we're trying to minimize changing everything. We might have to the entry a little bit. We'll tinker with, but the in zone stuff, you should see a lot of the same plays if we're executing properly.
And do you have an update on Noah Hannafin?
Hanny is not in tonight. I don't know if he'll travel. We'll see. We don't play till Saturday, so I haven't been buzzing the tower, the medical guys on that yet, because we have a little break between games. That's something we'll have to look at, see how close he is. But not in tonight, and not much else to say other than that.
Bruce, you mentioned Stone out long term here. He's had some strange injuries over the years. Didn't look like much.
I didn't say long term, Coach.
Week to week, not day to day, like me. But do you shake your head a little bit? Just he's been the victim of. It didn't look like a lot the other night, and now he's out. Like he's had some fluke things.
I feel for him, and this year I think he's in as good a shape as he's been since I've been here. I think add another year in your career with a few bumps and bruises, you got to take care of yourself. And I thought he did a great job of that. I thought he was moving as well as he ever has. It sucks. It really does for him. And I feel for him. But he's always bounced back well. That's the good news when we do get him back. Whether that's in the short, medium, or long term, we don't know yet. I'm sure he'll pick up right where he left off type of thing. He's done that well. So that's the good news with him. He's been through some of these. So the mental part of it, he should be able to handle, and again, disappointing for him, especially in Olympic year, right? These guys, they want to play well, they don't want to be knocked out early. But like I said, someone else will have to step up, and we'll miss him and go from there.
How do you compensate from the leadership part of it that he brings to the group?
Well, he's still around, so that part of it you can bring on days practice days like today, but on the bench you're going to miss it. And that's not a void in our team. When you look around, you've got guys that are Riley Smith, William, Carly, Naber. I mean, Brandon Saad's now a second year. He's been around here a long time. Colasar and Hutton have been around. We'll miss his raw energy type of leadership and emotion part of it, but the rest of it, other guys, they'll fill the void there. I always feel comfortable in our room with that. We got a good group that way.
I'm looking forward to seeing Mitch on left D, but
yep.
In Carolina, they don't give you much, but they're scoring a lot. So what's the challenge? Is it creating offense?
I think you just said it, right? They're scoring a lot, so you better take care of the slot, because typically they've been a high-volume shooting team, and that's still the case, but they're getting a lot of looks from the slot. Tells me they're recovering a lot of pucks after their shots, breaking you down, then getting it inside. So for us, it's puck recoveries. We got to be good in our D zone recovering pucks, so they don't have it all night and making the plays they want. So that's step one on that side of it. They don't give up much. I'll say when they do, there can be a breakdown because they're so aggressive and a press man-to-man. So if you beat someone, you probably got an opportunity to get an odd man rush of some sort. And that's where we've got to be good in the neutral zone, playing north, winning battles, winning our share of races, because they rely on foot speed to cover ground. So we've got to make sure that our support is close when it's necessary. And then inside interior ice, if you drag their D maybe out of the, because they're man-to-man at times, get them out of the scoring area. Well, their forwards, they're used to playing it, but are they going to be as good as the defense there? We've got to challenge that part of it. Make those guys work down low in front of their net. Whether we're running some picks or some scissor plays to open up ice, whatever it is, that's the challenge in the offensive side of things. But if you're skating and you're on your toes and you're ready for the pressure and you're moving pucks quick, you'll get some looks. We know that, and we just got to make sure we get enough of them and then finish some of the ones we do.
You mentioned battles and races. What does it look like to outwork Carolina? Guys have talked about how they're a really hard-working team.
Well, to outwork them, you've got to know when you're time and space is at a premium. So you can't say, okay, we played Calgary the other night and I was able to, handle the puck. You're not. You just can't. You got to get it through your head that someone's going to be in your face. So handling the puck, protecting the puck, and moving it, and then the support needs to be on its way immediately. It can't be late. If you have late support, they'll outskate you to that puck. So that's it. You got to beat. Our support has to beat, their press, so to speak, and that means playing quick and smart and direct. So understand that it's coming. Don't take half a game to say, well, yeah, what they showed in the video and we talked about it, they're doing. And that's where Carolina's typically good. They get you early and you're not quite ready for it. And I think that's why in the playoffs you can adjust to that, but game in October and then we're on to the next team. Like you don't want to bury yourself in the first, period and a half by not being ready for it. So as coaches, that's on us, but players really have to buy into that because they are exceptional at it. It's why they play their identity and they're very good at it.
Just curious what your conversations were with the coaching staff as you have the opportunity to jump back in tonight.
Not much, just be ready. A couple injuries, which is unfortunate, but I'm excited to be back in.
What did you like about your game?
I think I'm just trying to play my game, just speed, and I think the more I play, the more confident I'll be. So, yeah.
Is there anything they've challenged you to do?
I've only played 2 games, so it's just kind of feeling it out a bit, but I think just simplicity, fourth line role of just playing hard and straight lines. Yeah.
Even though that's the goal, do you feel any different going into this game than you did going into your last game, considering you have the goal under your belt?
Yeah, that's always a little bit of confidence. Like I said, every game I've played here, I think just feel a little bit more comfortable and just.
Think about the Carolina Hurricanes. Everyone just talks about how hard working of a team they are. How do you feel like this matchup is maybe built for you since you like to play, a hard working game yourself?
Yeah, just like you said, I think they're a good team and so are we. So I think we just have to match their work ethic and hardness to play against. So yeah.
What stands out to you about Colton Sissons and Keegan Colson?
They're kind of same mindset as me. They're easy to play with. They're both great guys, so it's nice to play with them.
Ben, what has stood out to you just getting in games consistently here over this last stretch?
Yeah, just trying to build on my game, build my confidence. Obviously getting 2 points at the end of the night is always nice too. So just continue to win some games with the guys.
What do you like about what the D-Corps has done to this point?
We've been good. I don't feel like we've given up much, and when we do, we got our goalie back there making saves, whether it's Schmido or Hilsey. So it's been good as a whole group.
Anything you guys want to do to get more involved on the offensive side of things?
Yeah, I think Corsi's the only one with a goal right now. So I think if we could join up in the rush, if we can break out cleaner, use our legs, because I think all 6, no matter who's in the lineup, can jump up in the rush and hit us late. We should be good.
Look like maybe some power play opportunity for you tonight.
Possibly. Yeah.
If to take advantage if the second unit gets out.
Yeah, exactly. If Unit 1 doesn't score in the first 30 seconds, which I'm fine with them doing that. So put some power play. I've been blessed with being on the second unit there. So hopefully get out there, snap it around, and if we get a chance, put one in the back of the net.
You get those opportunities. How do the touches help you throughout the game?
Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, obviously, you're feeling the puck, you're moving it around. Obviously, the more you have the puck, the more confidence you feel with it. And hopefully, it's a good power play that we build momentum or score on. So.
How do you outwork a team like Carolina?
Yeah, obviously we know what they bring. They're fast everywhere. They're jumping, they're throwing pucks towards the net, and even on the PK, they're hard pressure. So, if you can get to the puck first, move it quicker, then because no one can move quicker than the puck. So, that helps.
How do you defend them?
Yeah, just hard. Box outs, winning your one-on-one battles. There's gonna be a lot of one-on-one battles tonight. So, winning your one-on-one battles, hard box outs as a D-man, and then, like I said, moving the puck quick.